whenever you want. I've set up a workshop. Once you're there, and with that...
Sects, undead, orcs. Looks like I have my work cut out for me.
When I said to him, I said myself,
I can't
if I
even
don't
smell
start
this
earning an extra
air.
gold piece an hour, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These gobsmen respect compliments. So what did he say?
Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
Plenty of
Steady,
fish in
boys,
the sea,
steady.
but I've
We'll
got
be
the
leaving as
smallest
soon
of
as
the
we're
lot
packed
on
up.
my legs.
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of...
Borrow indeed.
Come now, I'll be good for it. So what do you think? I should... A hungry man, you know.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you. You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face furious. She bit me in the face.
Look on the bright
What have we here? Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. He just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you!
now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face furious. She bit me in the face.
You there! A moment of your indulgence. No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, they call the undead a problem, my friend. But those who know the ways of the fabulous five see no problems. Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It...
Heavens, Hunt. See, I'm here. There's been an attack. What they want in Hunt. I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Cyseal. Well, comrade, I've been scouting Cyseal for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient Well, you know the old... That's the spirit.
Indeed. Indeed, gold is always welcome. And among the fabulous five, gold flows as freely as water. Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without
It's better to lead than to follow. That much is true.
Better to be served than to serve. I concur.
Well spoken. Well said indeed. And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put...
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the Captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the...
Source...
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Terrible! It will consume us all. By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivalonians. Your guess is as good as mine, my newfound comrade. Here I stood upon this quite good timing, by the by, because the ground here has been fast shrinking beneath my feet. Oh, but I suppose I should make up... at last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder look.
Maybe quite mad.
You saw? Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal! It's... The portal! It's quite you, dear stranger. You must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. Those torches, a light! This portal active once. Though I cannot say for certain. In fact, but why spoil the mystery? And it's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere... Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end, I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our... After you. You first. Yes! Just as I hoped. There she is. There it is. Come, don't delay.
And he's off.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely...
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you,
You have brought guests, I see. Strange.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that...
This is a question better put to our guests themselves.
A stone. So. Not like this, no. Never had I experienced something so. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all?
Like the stone, Source Hunter, Starstone is not what it seems. Do you see what violence my
Mysteries of all time. Gaps.
It would appear.
I see.
Yes. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, indeed you must. Though I may not yet understand why. It seems.
Why, of course. That's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of...
Without these stones, Hunter,
That shall never be, milady. As these are... So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
Not but a moment ago, we were hunting Source in Rivellon. And now, we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of...
We can't deny our reaction to Starstone. There must be something to all of this, mad as it may seem.
No matter how improbable, anything is possible. If the Weaver tells the truth, we have some serious work ahead of us.
Source Hunter, do tell!
I have the last chest, the last chest, the last chest!
The glint in your gaze? No, with you searching out Starstone, But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Luckily, the power of portals isn't... Off you go, then! Before you go, I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. A question has me stumped, milady. Why are there two of us? Two beings that record all of history parallel to one another?
That is a good question, Cyseal. One without a conclusive answer, though its resolution may lie in conception. Where you chronically...
I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone. So it is, and so it should continue to be. Dark webs are being woven around the... That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake. Before you go, here. Take this teleporter pyramid. You'll need the other... Now that the...
I'll tell you who you are. Source Hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last...
What are you?
I just hope this fancy of yours doesn't...
To and fro with the city's youth.
What do you think you're doing?
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. especially not these days. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit. What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the 3rd degree? Now, if you don't mind, I'm trying to run a bit... You there! Cut it out!
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled Emperor with Hunter's
I've got my eyes on the prize.
Oh, it goes to and fro the city's youth.
Looks like the mortician is rather suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
Dear me. How the coast reminds me of my long flame.
Come now, Alistair.
I sailed the sea.
You've met your match.
I walked the world.
Look careful now. Your head's going all swollen.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated. Is he trying to tell me something?
Rest in peace, darling.
So many dead civilians. It's an honor to visit the fallen.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
Rest in peace, darling.
Another piece of trash.
Sing of strength imbue me!
Assault from the air!
devours me.
What's this? I found something. Look out! I see a trap nearby.
You see a shade so absorbed, is he, in his coin hoarding, your friendly tone of voice has immediate effect. The man quickly relaxes his aggressive stance, sheathes his weapons, and pulls a
Mew, can't speak. You look professional. You the source hunter the wizard asked for?
Excitedly, the man turns over the scrap and pens a few more lines.
Name's Walgraf. I admire you. No hero like source hunter. Cyseal.
Walgraf nods enthusiastically and pulls a couple of ripped parchment pieces out from his vestments. Hastily, he covers them with words and pushes them in your hands, one after the other.
Been mute since I was a kid. Sorcerers took my voice. People think I'm stupid. I'm not. Get money, food where I can. Steal if I must. Not from poor. Want to help you. I'm useful. Want to catch sorcerers. Make a...
Walgraf eagerly catches your gaze with the best puppy eyes imitation he can muster.
I could use someone with your specific type of expertise.
Be welcome, Walgraf.
Walgraf smiles and shakes your hand in thanks. With a gesture of the arm, he seems to say, "I'm ready. Lead the way."
I feel better already.
Careful! I've spotted a trap!
A little help here!
Burn for me.
I don't have the right tool for mining.
You call to Walgraf. He awaits your with a simple nod. The rogue seems to say, "Shoot!" Walgraf sighs and pulls parchment parts out.
When I was a kid, friends and I used to play source hunters. Neighbour's dog was the sorcerer. Good fun. One day, we saw strangers in the forest. Friends fled.
Walgraf frowns.
Not easy being me. Was poor. I ain't bitter about
The rogue smiles.
Saw a wizard once in the village. Went into his house. Hands used to be black as chimney sweep.
You call to Walgraf. With a simple nod, the rogue seems to say,
"Shoot!"
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer in.
Baking like a cake.
What? Oh, it's you. Come close, Jake. Murdered, you say? Oh, yeah, that depends. Ah, marvelous. What? Oh, yes. This library is my Victoria has every volume you could... Yes. Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago. Ah, what? Oh, yes, yes.
Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
Demonology
In
for
the name of Amun-Hor, I bid thee Tujda Geta Hal. I am Victoria, daughter of Men. When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket. The fisherman who found, he raised me like a... Indeed you... Tujda Geta Fre... Indeed you may. I am Victoria. When I was very young, the fisherman, he raised...
I'm looking for the Pseudomonarchia Daemonum, and the first edition too. Most promising. The Lesser Key of Salakandras.
Felleron will have to pay
What
yet another
nonsense.
fine.
Is there no new book to be discovered in this library? Demonology for dumbbells. Need something more advanced. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition
Esmeralda
too.
does have a
Most
propensity for all
promising.
things naughty, hasn't she?
She seems to be quite adamant about her innocence. I'll need to look for evidence if I want to prove she did the evil deed.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels. Urak! What mayhem.
The Lesser Key of Salakandras.
Strong and
What
handsome
nonsense.
officer you are, kind Septimus.
The Encyclopedia
You must have fought
Daemonium.
many a battle,
I
am
know it
right?
by
In
heart.
fact, I bet you're a real...
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels. Urak! What mayhem. A source hunter! Me? Oh, he's always been something of a rat. For my part, that band...
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn. Dearest customer. Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more... With a wheel of the good stuff.
Aaron has as many breads as the man with many cheeses. Watch the undead quiver in their boots. Watch the undead quiver in their mouths and
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my inner scrolls might give your system just...
Let's see. Tomatoes.
Anybody? Neither of you cares to leave for his very
sort of arrows do you want?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough with...
Tall as an elf, and my word, what passion burns from that I have. For nearly a lifetime, it seems, I believe I have found that component, that body, that spirit within. Yes, you must join the Fabulous Five right away, as soon as time permits. Together.
Hearty welcome to the Kingcraft. Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? That room where it happened, she came heavily cloaked. But I saw one other figure go into the room. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after. By the time I burst into that room, it was horrible. Whoever done it has escaped through the window. Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very...
Inside these walls?
Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine golden bed.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of...
Burnt. Oh, a source hunter. No matter. Even if it couldn't spare, well, she certainly possesses a critical... I expect she'll be a very success. Certainly, what would you like to know? The councillor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy. I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it.